Hello, my friends. Thank you so much for joining me today. I just wanted to come and talk to you a little bit about some three very specific things and tools that I have learned that have helped me so much. I was thinking about how I just kind of, as I close the door a little bit, close it halfway from dentistry and go full on into coaching, I was thinking about how, those dental dreams that don't ever leave. I mean, I'm sure that they plague all of you as well. And I thought, what could I give these dental people that could possibly be helpful at all? And I started to think about back before I knew about coaching or I knew about thought work that I've been doing. I remember I would go into my job and I would have a really great day and I would just be feeling good and things would be going great. And then I would go the next day and it would not feel like the same job. And I thought, what is different? It's like, the people are the same, my colleagues are the same. Yeah, maybe somebody said something this day, but somebody else did yesterday. What is the difference? And so I've learned what the difference is. And I've learned how the good news is that you have way more control over your good and bad days than you ever thought. So that's really awesome. So here are the three things that I want to talk to you about. First of all, really important to separate your facts from your story. And what I mean by that is facts are things that could be proven like in a court of law. And a story is all of the things, all of the thoughts that you have about the facts. So what I mean by that is, let's give you an example. So when COVID hit and the CDC came out with recommendations that dental offices and clinics would be closed, I was working at the dental school at the time. And of course, our clinic was shut down. And that is the fact, is that the CDC has recommended that there's closure. The thoughts circling around initially were, oh my word, what's going to happen? Am I still going to get paid? And I'm sure all of you are the same. Am I going to be able to support my staff and my office? And those are legitimate concerns, right? And also, like I just had a course coming up, and I thought, now we have to go to online course. That means I have to figure out all the technicalities and all the, Zoom and all of this that we weren't familiar with. And so our head's kind of spinning, and in that spinning, it puts us in a place of despair and just kind of confusion. And how am I going to work this out? And we're a little bit depressed, maybe a little, not knowing, and just a lot of feelings that we don't really want to have. So it's important to say, wait a minute, okay, so what are the facts? What am I telling myself about it? So that's separating the facts from the story. The second truth to this is that the story is your thoughts. You make up the story, okay? So recognizing the thoughts that you're having about that story and what you're making it mean, all right? So we have our story and we have our facts, and then we have what we're making that mean by our story. And the next level of that is you get to choose your story, so you actually can change your story. So let me give you an example. In the dental school, when things shut down and it was crazy, right as we were coming back to clinic, okay, so we were closed for a certain number of months, and a dental faculty member came into the hygienist's office and showed us what our PPE was going to look like going forward. And you can imagine, we had the N95, we had the level 3 over the top, we had our face shield, we all wear our loops, and we had this jacket, which we always had a jacket, but now they're requesting that we change it between each patient interaction. So I may have 3 or 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 patients during a morning session that I'm part of the interaction with the students. So I'm going to have to change that coat. Anyway, there was all this, oh my word, how's this going to work out? And I left that day thinking, just in a spin, and I started thinking about it and thought, I need to back up here and figure out what kind of thoughts I could have that could make this possible, that could make this actually work. And I started thinking thoughts like, eventually, like I know down the road, in the future, we're going to have this figured out, because There's no way we're going to be spinning for weeks and months at a time in the dental operatory. So we've got to figure this out, right? So I just started getting curious, like, I wonder what could make this a little bit easier, or I wonder how I could show up for the students the way I want to, which is I wanted to be the person that was like, this is the way we're going to do it now, and this is going to be possible, and we're all going to be, and even just changing the like to a curious state, like I wonder what kinds of things we could do to make this easier or more feasible. I just felt myself relax. And it was interesting that nothing had changed as far as the facts. PPE were still the same, but my thinking about it had changed. So my feelings about it had changed. So the way that I could show up for the students had changed. So I would like to suggest to you, when you go into your dental practice, whatever that thing is that's kind of hanging over your head, whether it's the money coming in, whether it's a certain employee you have to deal with, whether it's a patient that's really hard to deal with, think to yourself, what are the facts separate from the story that I'm telling myself about? And what choice do I have in this? What do I want to think about? What is the story that I want to tell myself to be able to get the results that I want? I've done this so many times with so many different clients, so many different situations, that I'm here to tell you that it works and it is magic. And as soon as you start being really aware of your own story and your own thoughts, it's so empowering because you realize I can control the kind of day that I'm going to have. So what I'd like to suggest is that try these 3 things out. Separate your facts from your story, claim your story, own it, decide what you want to keep and what you want to push away, push aside, and see if that doesn't help. There are so many more tools that I've learned, but these are the real basic ones that I think might help you, could help you right tomorrow when you go to work. And I wanted to just tell you that if you would like me to help you with specific situations, which I'd be more than happy to do, I do offer a free 30-minute consultation for the first visit. So you can go to my website, which is KathleenAllenLifeCoach.com, and you can just go to schedule a session and click on that first free consultation. Be happy to work this out with you. I am thinking about putting together a 10-week course for dental professionals, just because I think this is a really unusual time to get through. And I think that the coaching, as soon as I told people I was leaving the university, so many people were like, oh my gosh, I need your help. And so this is just my way of saying, if you need my help, I'm here. Reach out to me. I also have my email account is Kathleen Allen, lifecoach@gmail.com. So you can send me any questions that you might have, but get in touch with me. Look on my website. I am doing active coaching and kind of moving forward into that, but I didn't want all of you dental people to feel like I had totally left you in the dust. And I'm happy to talk to you about any situations that you're having, and love to be helpful. So go have a great day, and I hope to see you later. Bye-bye.